Very good day from myself, Devon Govender, and welcome to Speed Down Under. This is KZN's premier harness racing selection show, and it's proudly brought to you by Gallop TV. Of course, as usual, we are covering the race meeting that takes place at the headquarters track in Western Australia, in Perth, at Gloucester Park. And we do have a suggested jackpot as usual and a best bet for you. And I'm joined on the line by trainer driver Aldo Cortopasi, and he's going to be taking us through his selections and previews. And he's been in great form recently, so we look forward to the selections this week. Good day to you, Aldo. How are you?
Going well, thanks.
That's good to hear. That's just recapping quickly on last week's selections, and those two best bets, they arrived in style, and those look like some quality horses in the making. Looks like they're just going to climb the divisions.
Yeah, both quality 2-year-olds and probably the best colt and filly in the state. And they'll both keep cruising through their grades, and look forward to seeing what they do when they come back from spells.
Aldo was bang on the button last week with his two bankers on the cards. Those were the two best bets, and they arrived in style. It was really nice to watch those top quality equine athletes, those pacers taking their place in those group races. And we look forward to this week's meeting where we've got more selections for you, and hopefully we can keep that good form going. The jackpot kicks off in race number 5, and that slide's going to come up on screen. We've just got the two selections on screen, and we've gone with numbers 1 and 5. That is Magnificent Storm. We all know how good he is. Jumps from Barrier Gate 1 with Aiden DeCampo in the cart. And then number 5, Mr. Smarty. This horse will have a solid winning chance, Aldo. Magnificent Storm from the Ace draw.
Yeah, I think he can just hold up from the one barrier and probably just have some race fitness on him, on Mr. Smarty. Mr. Smarty's a horse you can't not respect, and he'll be at him at some stage, but I just think Magnificent Storm probably will just have the speed to hold up early and should be winning the race. But I'd like to see these two clash again in a fortnight. There wouldn't be a lot between them.
There you heard it from Aldo. There won't be much to choose between number 1, Magnificent Storm, and number 5, Mr. Smarty, but we're narrowly leaning towards Magnificent Storm from the Ace draw, as well as he has fitness on his side. But we do respect number 5, Mr. Smarty. And Aldo was bang on the button last week with the Quinella selections, and we went straight line, and those Quinellas arrived. Maybe this could be the Quinella banker number 1 from number 5, Mr. Smarty. Moving on to the next race on the program, which is race number 6, the second leg of the jackpot. We've gone with the 3 selections there, numbers 12, 7, and 6. Excuse me. The narrow first selection will be overly excited from the Dylan Edgerton Green Yard. He trains and drives. Aldo, I really like this selection. Represents some nice value at around about $7.50 in the anti-post market. Yeah,
look, this horse is quite versatile, and I sort of think he's going to get the right trip in this race. And if the speed slackens off, Dylan can choose to go around and put him in the race, and the speed's solid. He can sit back and come with 100. So this horse is a really nice horse, and he's just starting to hit his straps.
And then the second selection, number 7, that is Sharavari for Ryan Bell, who trains and drives. Also very capable on the day.
Yeah, exactly. Gone out a little bit wide, but it's got the class.
And the third selection, number 6, Tan Tabidi, holding some good consistent form recently.
Yeah, this horse will probably run the gate, put herself into the running early, and sort of will give herself every chance. But just think ability-wise, just a little bit behind the other two.
There you heard it from Aldo. We've given you the full rundown in race number 6, with the narrow first selection being number 12, Overly Excited, from number 7, followed by 6. So 12, 7 and 6 in the second leg of the jackpot. The first selection represents some solid value in the anti-post market down under at $7.50. Of course, we will keep you updated on the South African tote once those fixed odds and dividends are available. Moving on to race number 7 on the program, where the best bet comes up and the banker in the jackpot, and it's going to be in the form of number 8, Sweet Pins, from the Gary Hall Senior Yard, with Gary Hall Jr. in the driver's seat. And this horse has just been very impressive, Aldo. Looks really tough to beat in this field.
Yeah, this horse is just a class above these and should just be winning. And hopefully we get some decent odds about him, but he'll be short, but I think he should just be winning this race.
There you heard it from Aldo. He's kept it, he's kept it short and sweet. Number 8 is a class above this field and should take an absolute power of beating here in race number 7, and that will be our banker in the jackpot as well as our best bet on the day. Moving on to the last leg of the jackpot, which is race number 8. We've got the 3 selections there, numbers 12, 10 and 7. We'll start with number 12, Aldo. That's Bluto, the New Zealand bred. Comes off a very good last win, but does have a 40-meter handicap to contend with here, but very capable of doing it.
Yeah, we're roving a long trip, so the 40 metres sort of brings him into it a little bit better that way. Very impressed with his last start, so we'll know he'll get away safe, put himself into the race when need be. So yeah, I think this looks like a nice race for him, even the 40 metres.
And this horse, number 10, He's a Vibe, currently trading at around about $15 in the anti-post market. The recent form is very, very good. This could make the quartets and trifectas pay some decent money.
Yeah, look, this horse is better known as a mobile horse, and if he had more standing start practice, would probably be a little bit more confident with him. But definitely a horse of the ability, just needs something to go his way. A nice clean step away from the start, and he could give the favourite something to chase. But a very, very nice horse, definitely a horse worth following. But yeah, just big question mark on his cleanliness from the start.
And then number 7, Two Bob Cracker, with Madison Brown in the cart. This one's trading at around about $12. This one ran a good second in the last start.
Yeah, very good standing start horse, very reliable. Will get away well, will put himself in the firing line early and can be very dangerous on the right run. If he's held up for a very short sprint, can really kick a very solid furlong. So just got a feeling this horse could be a real smoky in this race.
There you heard it from Aldo. Number 7 could be the smoky in the race. That is Two Bob Cracker at around about $12 in the anti-post market. Like I said, we will keep you updated on the South African tote once those dividends are available. But 12, 10 and 7 are our selections in the last leg of the jackpot. Maybe a nice place bet on number 7 there. This could pay handsomely if it ends up running a place or even winning. It's one of the outsiders of the field. So we're just going to recap those numbers for you very quickly. That slide is going to come up on screen. Excuse me. First leg 1 and 5 by numbers 12, 7 and 6. By banker 8, Sweet Pins. That is the best bet. We do believe that this one is a class above the field. And in the last leg we've gone with numbers 12, 10 and 7. And if either number 10 or 7 win the last leg, you're going to be collecting a nice dividend there in the jackpot. It's only going to cost you 18 Rand. And the best bet there on the right hand side of your screen, race 7, number 8, Sweet Pins. Aldo, it's always a pleasure having you on the show. Thanks so much for your time and contribution, and hope we can keep up the good form.
Thanks very much, and good punting, everyone. Hopefully we can get a good collect this week.
Thanks to trainer, driver, as well as driving master Aldo Kodapasi for providing us with his in-depth analysis of the race meeting that takes place this Friday at Gloucester Park. And if you're playing this jackpot and best bet, good luck to you.